Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They want to run it left here. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Keelan Russell. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Off the play fake on first down. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
He'll field the punt and take it back. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get...
Just plowing ahead. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's got great speed. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. And And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rip.
Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really...
Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Run inside. It's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Louisville! Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Russell. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Throws it back. Bringing the heat. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Sends it back in motion. Russell from the gun on third down. Looking for a huge play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They want to throw it. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! That's his third touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fly sweep coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. 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 Brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He might want another play. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads it left. Got his man. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up to... Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of you.
Maybe headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still second and goal. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo. Throwing Russell. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Could not make his way to the corner. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Again, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Hand off for Brown. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Here's the pressure, and he never had a chance.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Lowers those pads. Runs through a man. He might have space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Delayed handoff. It's Riley. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Keelan Russell. He'll take the deep shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback keeps it. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And it's right down the boulevard. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. And we begin with a look at Miami University, taking on the number 11 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Red Hawks, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
Oh, he's got some space. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. On the run, it's Riley. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Russell on play action. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Edwards. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Now the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just going to keep it after the snap. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
They'll line up to go for 2. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard.
Turning it on! Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And the Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running inside, it's Davis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. A give to Brown.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Motion from the back. Looking for room. It's Hill. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Russell. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he completes.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. This is a designed run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Caught behind the line. It's Riley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Keelan Russell. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Handoff, Isaac Brown. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they've got the lead still, but we've seen an entirely different look for this offense here in the second half. They have yet to generate a point in the second half, and if they're going to hang on to this game, they better find a way to run the ball more effectively than what they're doing right now.
It's getting pretty late, and a potential monumental upset brewing in the early part of the season. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They booted away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They go play action with Russell. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So now it's 2nd and long. movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Ready to roll on offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Takes the handoff, it's Hill, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Russell on play action. Throws to the tight end. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There's some room. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
It's raining in this game. It's defense making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Release to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Russell will throw for it on 4th. They get to him as he throws. Rolls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just...
Open field on the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And that touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the 2-point conversion to tie the game. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Russell. The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt. 15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back. Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.